mean tweets. I can't wait. I'd happily watch Conor McGregor die. I can't wait to see Jose Aldo batter him. And his little pink, the little pink wife beater's in. Actually hate Conor McGregor so much. Neve, long back Lynch. Look at the length of that back. Look at how long her back is. Where's what is that? Look at that. What? That's not right. Can you see that through the camera? That's not right. Is it? That can't be right. My God, it's the longest back I've ever seen. Squats, Neve. Squats. Conor McGregor makes me so embarrassed of being from Dublin. Like, I'd rather admit to being from the same city as Nicky Bourne. Who's Nicky, a man from Westlife? Ah, he's alright. He's alright. Future groupie. That's what I think is. Katie Hopkins and Conor McGregor vying for the accolade of being the worst human being alive, I reckon. Who's Katie Hopkins? Oh, stop! Difference between Chael Sonnen and Conor McGregor. Conor actually believes the stupid that comes out of his mouth. Say what you want to me, yeah? I'm bulletproof. And if you're in this game, you must be bulletproof. It's probably not that far off. I do believe what I say. It's that simple. You see your picture, you baldy. The lads. Go on, the lads. Fat virgins, every single one of them, yeah? Conor McGregor is so ugly that he pains my eyes. That's his profile. That's what you're dealing with. Do you know what I mean? The internet's a good place, yeah? Really can't wait for Jose Aldo to mess up Conor McGregor and shut his mouth up. Conor McGregor trash talker. Hashtag Team Aldo. Conor McGregor truth talker. Andy Allison. I hope Conor McGregor gets knocked out. You and many others. Ah, stop. Conor McGregor is like a little angry ginger cat. A lion, a tiger, a leopard, a cheetah. I'll take that. But I'm not angry. Conor McGregor is an arrogant scumbag, and I sincerely hope somebody on his poorly fitted suits. Whatever, the suits are fit good. Whatever about everything else, maybe there's a case, but the suits fit good. Thank you, everybody. I enjoyed reading your mean tweets. I like the way ink feels on my body. This tiger doesn't mean nothing. This gorilla with the crown. Maybe they do subconsciously. I don't know. But I seem to get them at the same time, after the fight, or just maybe before the next fight. But there's something therapeutic for me just going in. I don't spend months picking it. I just see it, get it, and just enjoy the experience of being inked on my body for the rest of my life. I don't know what it is. But it doesn't mean nothing. I just like the way it feels, and I like the way it looks. Balance is everything. Life as a whole is about balance. So nothing else. If you think about it, when you're born, what's the first thing you learn? You learn how to control your head. You learn how to balance your neck muscles. Then you learn how to balance on the feet. Somewhere along the way, you forget balance. So I like to always keep my balance sharp. I feel when I'm balanced and controlled in my frame, and I have confidence in my frame, I can throw any shot or I can move in any sequence. Before me, nobody knew nothing about this sport. Nobody gave a shit about this sport. We were looked down upon. It wasn't true. We weren't even considered. Not only in like mainstream or whatever you want to call that, but even in fight circles, in real fight circles. We had a reputation, but in pure fighting, we had no reputation whatsoever. So I'm proud to be putting my nation at the forefront of the fight game where we belong.
We're less than 2 weeks away from UFC 189. Jose Aldo is your opponent for that. And I was fascinated by your move in the news conference. I know you guys are always trying to get into the head of your opponent. Back in March, for the news conference to promote the fight, you actually snatched his belt. You hope to do that on July 11th, but you took
Well, I
his belt.
snatched my belt.
Well,
It
that's
was simply
your belt.
taking what was mine. He was on my home turf and he tried to lay claim that he was the king of my city, but you do not lay claim to being the king of my city while the king of the city is around. So the king of the city rose up and snatched what was his, which was the gold belt, and raised it before my crowd, my passionate crowd. It was.
You took it back.
Exactly, I took it back and raised it for my people. It was a beautiful moment. In that it was a teaser almost for what July 11 will be, where I raise it for real in beautiful Las Vegas City in front of my home crowd.
Why are you so confident that you will do that?
I don't know. I'm in a business where you must be confident. If you have any doubts, they will come back and play against you. So I am supremely confident, and as well I feel I'm confident in my work ethic, my approach to the game, my non-stop effort to get better as a martial artist. I don't feel that nobody else in the game is doing what I'm doing or is moving the way I am moving.
Where's that come from, Conor?
It just comes from years and years of practice on the mat, you know. I have had many fights inside the octagon, outside the octagon, in rings, on mats. I am an experienced veteran in the fight game, and through that and through a belief in my team and my ability, I have just gained a bulletproof confidence that cannot be stopped.
Are you big on predictions? Do you usually make predictions before fights? And if so, how will it end on the 11th?
I always make accurate predictions. I've predicted many contests. I've predicted my entire career. And, you know, I predict the future. So for me, I have already predicted this contest. I predict 4 minutes of the first round, he will be KO'd.
First round? Wow.
Yes, I feel that the power matched with the precision, he will not be able to take it. So 4 minutes. First round, he will be done.
This is Essie Featured. This is the power of sports.
There's no talent here. This is hard work. This is an obsession. Talent does not exist. We are all equals as human beings. You could be anyone if you put in the time. You will reach the top, and that's that. So, I am not talented, I am obsessed.
Give it up for the notorious Conor McGregor!
There's two things I really like to do, and that's whoop ass and look good, and I'm doing one of them right now, and Saturday night, I'm gonna do the other.
I'm gonna wipe out everyone in this division, I said that. And I will do it.
He's a little short-ass twerp, and I look forward to punching a hole in his face.
I'm gonna hand him my spit bucket, tell him to go back and spit shine that belt, and bring it back here as they're ready for me to take it. I'm sitting up here with my feet on the desk. What's anyone up there gonna do about it? Not one of you are gonna do anything about it.
Conor was born in Dublin City in one of the national maternity hospitals here, 12th of July 1988. Midwife turned to my wife and said, this guy is going to be a boxer, because he came out of the womb with his fists clenched. So he was destined to be a fighter, I think.
I had many fights growing up, as most young boys do from where I'm from and around this area. Get into fights. I won some and I lost some.
When he went boxing, I remember he turned to us and says, "Why didn't you put me in boxing earlier?" He knew that was for him.
Conor first stepped into my gym when he was about 16. Conor did stand out early on in that he could hit hard, and he also had a, let's call it a gregarious personality.
I was thrown into a plumbing trade. Give a about plumbing, didn't know anything about plumbing. I just went on that site because culture told me that that's what I have to do. I'd done it for a while, and then I realized this is not what I want to do.
Like, this is not what I want to do, then what the f am I doing it for? And I walked out, 18 months in, maybe.
There was a concern there for us, for his mother and father. We didn't know what he was going to do, to be honest with you.
Early on, obviously didn't know what it was. I couldn't look to my mother and say, hey, this Irish man done it. I'm gonna follow in his footsteps, because there was no footsteps. I had to create my own footsteps and follow them. They were a little unsure at first, but they supported me, and they knew I would do it. If I said I'd do it, I'd do it, so.
I was actually in Ireland, and people kept coming up to me and talking about Conor McGregor. Have you ever seen Conor McGregor fight? Have you ever heard of Conor McGregor? Well, I came back to Vegas and talked to the matchmakers, and they had heard of him. So I flew him out from Ireland. He and I went out to dinner. He told me he's on what's called the dole, which is basically unemployment over there. When I left that dinner, I said, I don't know if this kid can fight, but if he can even fight a little bit, he's going to be a huge star. There's only 9,000 people that can get into that arena in Dublin, and it sounds like there's 90,000.
It was a phenomenal night for the sport in our country, and it sent it into the stratosphere over here.
We're not here just to take part, we're here to take over.
He wasn't in the UFC to make up numbers. He wasn't there to be a token Irish guy. He was there to take over, and that's what happened over the last 12, 24 months. The numbers don't lie.
No pipe did hub, no battle drum did sound its red tattoo, but the Angelus bells or the Livy swells rang out in the foggy dew.
When Conor won the interim title and he beat Chad Mendes, I think it boosted the confidence of European fighters that they can compete at this level. You know, these guys will come up every once in a while that have that it factor, that thing that other people are attracted to. He speaks well, he's very funny, he's a home run.
I'm the real champion. Not the king of Dublin yet. You're looking at him.
This next fight is done and dusted. It's over. It's been over since January of this year. Aldo is a busted flush at this moment, okay? He's finished. After the Dennis Sieber fight in Boston, remember when Conor jumped the ring and he was in Aldo's face? That moment, the fight was on. Conor McGregor is going to crack Jose Aldo's skull. I'm not happy to say that, but I think Jose Aldo would want to have a good craniologist on standby.
Look into my eyes, little man. Little Brazilian. Ooh, vamos, hey.
If he shows up, he will be agitated, he will be over-emotional. If I half faint, he will overreact. He will drain himself from this. He will panic. He will overload on the right hand. I will slip the right hand and bang the left hook. That will be the beginning of the end.